A shaky selfie shows Jaden Smith wiping tears, voice trembling. "I love my fans. This family is our fortress." It's a clip millions have seen, but almost nobody knows the real context. The moment came from a February 15th, 2023 Instagram post that Jaden shared. Then quietly archived TikTok conspiracy pages recut the footage claiming it was filmed right after Jaden fled Diddy's freak-off tunnels, where hidden cameras allegedly caught his father Will Smith. In compromising scenes, commenters sweat, the tears prove Jaden finally cracked under the weight of two powerful men who in different ways used him for leverage. True exaggerated. Tonight, we trace every breadcrumb from teenage VIP nights with Justin Bieber to fake sold to Diddy headlines and ask one haunting question. Did Hollywood's Sonny Prince sacrifice his own son's peace for access to a kingmaker's secret rooms? But first, we need to rewind to the glittery, chaotic era when Jaden and Bieber learned the price of flashing lights.
With Puff, and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that. So there's one point he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. Later on that, I think that afternoon, this rapper and him, they all in the room together.
Fluffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called.
Well, very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my bag
Daddy, I
in,
like when you
it's
scrambling and
right
scraping for
here.
shit.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit. What? You said I like when you do it like that, Daddy.
And Chris, we're gonna solve that like family at the gold party. Okay? But right now we're moving on with love. Everybody make some noise.
Looks like Diddy has.
Jaden, come on.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Tyler, the creator, in a 2014 interview.
Tyler, the creator, is my boyfriend. It's true.
Not long ago, but he doesn't have any problem if he does the same thing behind closed doors.
Jaden and I are very serious about finding what they are and encouraging them to be what they are, because you can never be happy being what you're not. The greatest gift that I can give my children is the freedom to be who they are.
He is looking quite a hypocrite saying all this, right?
Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac? Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac? What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac?
Well, now we can see.
I'm a bit jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
I know you
Oh
say
my
no.
God, that dude. Let me, and that was in the early days.
Yeah.
They grew up together, and they loved each other, but they never had that. They never had a sexual relationship. But they had come into that age where now that was a possibility. And then Jada was with me. So Pac had a little thing on that. But she just loved him like he was the image of perfection. But she was with the Fresh Prince. I couldn't handle it, I was the soft rapper from Philly, right. And he was Pac.
Right.
Yeah, no, I was deeply insecure, and just I wasn't man enough to handle that relationship.
From 2010 to 2012, Jaden Smith and 16-year-old Justin Bieber were unavoidable red carpets, Madison Square Garden cameos, and more quietly, late-night runs through Sean Diddy Combs' mansion parties. paparazzi blurred the minors' faces, but fan blogs cataloged the invites. In hindsight, critics call these gatherings boundary-testing boot camps where adolescents learned adult indulgence while cameras rolled Gene Deal Diddy's on-again, off-again security chief. Later said the mogul took rapper Xzibit to a Miami gay club in 2009 to see how he'd react, instructing Deal to watch the door. Deal claim site. Combs repeated that social experiment with many rising stars, gauging pliability while maintaining surveillance. Analyzing a new Instagram reel that appears to show Bieber inside a neon-lit tunnel under Diddy's Holmby Hills estate, speeding past luxury cars. If authenticated, it places at least one underage pop icon on the same cameras. Rodney Lil Rod Jones described in his racketeering suit tapes, allegedly labeled by Tunnel Wing, not guest name. Those teenage nights planted the seed of Jaden's resentment, not just toward Diddy, but toward the man who greenlit every RSVP his father. Will Smith's bromance with Combs predates the Men in Black era summer yacht hops, Hamptons weekends, and Oscars after-parties cemented their alliance. When Will slapped Chris Rock at the 2022 Academy Awards, it was Diddy who grabbed the mic minutes later, vowing, "We're gonna fix that like family." The subtext, his mansion, his rules, still functioned as Hollywood's conflict resolution lounge. Yet tabloids long floated rumors of Will's fluid private life. In 2023, former assistant brother Bilal claimed he caught actor Dwayne Martin folding Will over on a studio couch. Smith's camp denied it as fabricated nonsense, but the story stuck and landed in the same gossip folders that housed Diddy's alleged leverage footage. Publicly, Will scolds oversharing. In a 2021 GQ roundtable, he branded Jaden stupid for tweeting personal relationships, insisting privacy protects brand value. The hypocrisy stung Jaden, who saw his dad celebrating open-bar intimacy with Combs while policing his own teenage tweets. That tension only deepened after a strange afternoon in a boutique bookstore.
Before that, you was at a party before that they attended, and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. Nobody was gay and I'm over. What the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird, dude. You know what I'm saying?
During a podcast taping in 2024, Jaden dropped a bombshell years earlier. He'd run into Diddy cruising the erotica aisle of an upscale LA bookstore, casually comparing stainless steel gadgets, including one labeled butt plugs. The 15-year-old trailed at a safe distance, equal parts fascinated and disturbed. Elsewhere, internet archives show Diddy gifting Bieber a $200,000 Lamborghini for his 16th birthday, cooing. When you're 18 will really drive crazy, context may be playful, but grooming accusations now fill the comments. Add the viral catchphrase, "I like when you do it like that." Daddy overdubbed atop leaked audio of a woman at a Combs after-party. No proof the voice belongs to Jaden or Bieber, yet the clip fuels belief that unseen footage could decapitate multiple brands, if played in court. As speculation grew, trolls leveled an even wilder charge. The Smith kids weren't merely party guests, they were property. In 2012, a screenshot of a child's handwriting surfaced online. "Dear Tupac, can you come back so mommy and I can be happy? I know you're alive someplace." Love Willow news outlets covered it, but authenticity remains contested. Some say the letter originated on Jada's old MySpace page, others call it Photoshop. Regardless, the sentiment echoes Will's own insecurity. In his 2021 memoir, Will Smith admits Tupac triggered the perception of myself as a coward, and that he was too immature to befriend the rapper Jada adored. Jaden later mused on a podcast that he sometimes wished Tupac had been his father, an offhand remark that underscores how parental absence isn't always physical. Sometimes it's emotional, drowned out by Hollywood symbiosis. The gap left Jaden vulnerable, and Diddy's compound offered both attention and danger. Gene Deal paints Diddy's late-night Olympics, like this phone's confiscated wristbands, color-coding guest status, a rotating bar of psychedelics and spiked champagne. In a 2024 NY Post, Expose ex-housekeepers recall finding GoPro-sized cameras behind air vents, footage allegedly stored in a vault labeled by Blue Tunnel, Red Tunnel, or Queen Room. Never by visitor Cassie's 2023 lawsuit settled in 24 hours. Claims hidden recordings, documented forced intimacy with unknown participants. Producer Lil Rod's 2024 racketeering filing expands the timeline to 2 decades, alleging minors L-aced drinks and celebrity masks used to obscure identity. If those drives survive digital forensics, DHEs could possess the greatest blackmail stash since Epstein's hard drives deal insists Will Smith attended select nights, though he provides no date-specific proof. Still, the allegation alone haunts Jaden, who now battles an internet that conflates rumor with verified trauma. The tearful Instagram clip was never about Diddy. It was gratitude, caption. I love my fans. I love our journeys. This family is our fortress. He found the video in drafts and chose vulnerability, a therapeutic gesture. Yet pundits twisted it, prompting Jaden's team to release a single line to Hip Hop DX. Stop weaponizing a young man's emotions. He's since doubled down on mental health advocacy, championing psychedelic therapy as a legal path for depression, an echo of his mother's ayahuasca revelations. Celebrity therapist Dr. Jamila Green, quoted in Psychology Today, says parental duplicity preaching openness while hiding adult secrets creates cognitive dissonance, especially in public-facing children. Jaden's artistry, from ambiguous fashion to genre-blending albums, often reads like a rebellion against rigid narratives. Whether he'll speak under oath depends on DHS subpoenas. But Hollywood already feels the tremor if a beloved star's son validates even a slice of the tunnel lore. Every brand tied to Diddy or Will faces risk. Jaden Smith's story isn't just celebrity gossip. It spotlights a fault line where parental ambition, industry power, and adolescent innocence collide. Did Will and Jaden to Diddy on a silver platter? The public may never see unedited footage, but lawsuits, bodyguard memoirs, and the scars of those who lived it suggest a murky truth somewhere between tabloid hyperbole and open court fact. The moral dilemma lingers. Can we enjoy Bad Boys 4 or Diddy's streaming hits if evidence confirms coercion built their empires? Until federal drives come to light, everything is rumor to us, yet lived reality to someone like Jaden, who still tweets love and light, while dragging unseen chains. Stay skeptical. Demand receipts, and remember, in Hollywood, the camera isn't always pointed at the stage. Sometimes it's hidden in a tunnel, recording a future headline we'll all be forced to confront.
And then I saw sexual acts that when I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, what? But I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fucked down. Like, I'm trying to find this, like, this is unlike him, right? So I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killed, murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a character who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything. Bilal told me, Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview. He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden Bashir and he neat meals, and you know it, Bilal.
When I'm at school, sometimes my dad will just pull his pants down.
Hey!
Will is always, yeah, Will is always playing. He plays.
Okay.
Kiss my son. Kiss my son. Come on.
Jaden jumped up and ran.
No, not on the set he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set he'll try to kiss me or anywhere else.
So what do you think? Is Jaden still too old to get kissed by his bureau dad?
Man, freaky man. I look at his kids and everything. It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know. Like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody because his legacy, I mean, his manhood gonna be. And not only that,
Justin Bieber turned 15, and it suddenly seemed that Hollywood was keen to almost initiate him. I think that's the right word. Like there was almost like this initiation that he needed to go through. So I want you to be now super uncomfortable and watch this video of an interaction between him and none other than Diddy. Take a listen.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Claims. Anyways, I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Eerie magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
Wow. I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face. All right, now it's time to...
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer, Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't go.
Okay, imagine that.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, is only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business? There's a
reference to the fact
that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber to him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
Back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not gonna speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. Man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said.